Welcome to Talk in English. Hey, Sarah. I've been meaning to tell you how impressive your cooking skills are. That dinner you made last night was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thanks a bunch. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I've been experimenting with some new recipes lately.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep it up. The flavors were spot on, and I couldn't get enough of that dessert. It was like a culinary masterpiece.
You're too kind. I appreciate the compliment. But speaking of talent, I have to say, your DIY skills are on another level. That bookshelf you built last weekend is not only sturdy, but also looks professionally crafted.
Wow, thanks. I've been honing my woodworking skills, and it's great to hear that it's paying off. Your eye for detail in the kitchen and my woodworking adventures seem to make a perfect team.
Absolutely. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? By the way, your taste in music is impeccable. That playlist you shared at the last get-together had everyone grooving. It set the perfect vibe for the evening.
Thanks a million. I take my music curation seriously, so I'm thrilled you enjoyed it. Your ability to create a warm and inviting atmosphere at your place is something I always look forward to.
Well, it's a mutual admiration society then. Your positive energy and all-around awesome company make any gathering a blast. Let's keep this circle of compliments going. We make quite the dynamic duo.
Hey there! I've been meaning to tell you how impressed I am with your cooking skills. That lasagna you made last night was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thanks a bunch. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Your compliments mean a lot, but I have to say, your barbecue skills are on a whole other level. The chicken you grilled at the last weekend get-together was seriously mouth-watering.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But honestly, your attention to detail in the kitchen is something else. The flavors in that lasagna were perfectly balanced. I can't wait to taste what you whip up next.
Coming from you, that means a ton. And speaking of skills, your knack for fixing things around the house is impressive. I was struggling with that leaky faucet, and you fixed it in no time. You're like a handyman superhero.
I do what I can. But seriously, your creative flair in decorating the living room is amazing. The way you've transformed the space with those new curtains and cushions is just beautiful. It feels so cozy now.
Thanks. I'm glad you noticed. Teamwork, right? You fix things. And I'll make sure our home looks and tastes amazing. We make a pretty great duo.
Absolutely. Teamwork makes the dream work. Hey there! I've been meaning to tell you how impressed I am with your cooking skills. That lasagna you made for the potluck last night was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thanks a bunch. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Your compliments really mean a lot. But honestly, it's not just me. Your taste in music is incredible. That playlist you put together for the party had everyone dancing all night.
Well, I appreciate that. But seriously, your attention to detail is amazing. I noticed how you always manage to keep your plants thriving. My place could use a touch of that green magic.
Ah, thanks. It's a bit of a plant obsession, I admit. And speaking of obsessions, I've been following your photography on Instagram, and wow, those landscape shots are breathtaking. You really have an eye for capturing the beauty around us.
Coming from you, that means a lot. I've seen your travel photos, and they're like scenes from a dream. How do you manage to find such picturesque spots?
Well, I guess it's all about being in the right place at the right time. But hey, your dedication to hitting the gym regularly is something I truly admire. You've got that discipline I wish I had.
Thanks. It's not always easy, but I try to stay consistent. And by the way, your dedication to your work is inspiring. I've seen the amazing projects you've completed, and your attention to detail really shines through.
Coming from someone as talented as you, that's a huge compliment. Let's just say we both have our strengths and keep motivating each other. It's always nice to have friends who appreciate and support each other's passions.
Absolutely. Cheers to that. Hey there, Sarah. I just wanted to take a moment to commend you on the fantastic job you've been doing at work lately. Your dedication and attention to detail haven't gone unnoticed.
Oh, wow! Thanks a bunch. I really appreciate that. It means a lot coming from you.
No problem at all. Seriously, your ability to handle those challenging projects with such grace and efficiency is truly impressive. It's like you have this natural talent for making everything run smoothly.
You're too kind. But speaking of talent, I've been meaning to tell you how impressed I am with your leadership skills. The way you navigate team meetings and motivate everyone is inspiring. It creates such a positive atmosphere.
Thanks. That means a ton. But I've got to say, your positive attitude is infectious. It really makes the whole office environment a better place to be. I can't tell you how much it's appreciated.
Well, I think we make a great team. Your leadership and my enthusiasm a winning combination.
Absolutely. Let's keep up the good work and continue making a positive impact. Cheers to a successful team.
Cheers to that.
Absolutely. Your recent project presentation was fantastic. The attention to detail and the way ideas were articulated were truly impressive.
Oh, wow! Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I was quite nervous about it, to be honest.
Well, you nailed it. The confidence and poise really came through. And the way you handled the QA session, hats off. Every question was answered with such clarity.
Thanks a million. Your words mean a lot. But I have to say, your contribution to the team hasn't gone unnoticed either. The way challenges are tackled and fresh perspectives are brought to the table is inspiring.
Ah, shucks. I just try to do my part. But seriously, your work ethic is admirable. The long hours I've seen you put in definitely pay off. Your dedication is truly commendable.
Well, it's a team effort, right? And speaking of teamwork, your collaborative spirit really makes a difference. Always willing to lend a hand and offer valuable insights. It makes working together a pleasure, right?
Thanks, that means a lot coming from you. I think we make a great team, and it's a pleasure working alongside someone as talented and hardworking as you.
Back at you. Let's keep up the good work and continue to make a positive impact.
Hey, I've been meaning to tell you, your cooking is absolutely fantastic. That lasagna you made last night was out of this world.
Oh, really? Thanks a bunch. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. What did you like about it?
Well, the layers were perfectly balanced, and the blend of flavors was exquisite. Honestly, it's like you have some secret culinary superpower.
Stop exaggerating. But seriously, I appreciate the compliment. And speaking of talents, I have to say, your sense of humor is top-notch. I haven't laughed that much in ages.
Ah, shucks. Thanks a million. It's easy to be funny around someone as awesome as you. By the way, your taste in movies is impeccable. That film you recommended last week was a masterpiece.
You think so? I'm thrilled you enjoyed it. But let's not forget your music playlist, it's on point. I've discovered some incredible tracks through your recommendations.
Well, it's all about sharing the good stuff, right? Your taste in music isn't too shabby either. Those jazz selections you played the other day set the perfect mood.
Thanks. I'm glad you liked them. Honestly, I think we make a great team, you with your culinary expertise and humor, and me with my movies and music. We should collaborate more often.
Absolutely. Here's to a dynamic duo in the making. Cheers to us. Hey there. I just wanted to say, you've been killing it at work lately. Your dedication and attention to detail are truly impressive.
Oh, wow. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. But honestly, I've noticed you've been stepping up your game too. The way you handled that project last week was nothing short of amazing.
Well, thanks. But seriously, your positive attitude in the office really makes a difference. It's contagious, and it creates such a great working environment.
Coming from you, that means a lot. And speaking of positive vibes, I've noticed how you always find a way to lighten the mood during those stressful meetings. Your sense of humor is a real asset.
Ah, shucks. Your kindness is really humbling. And let's not forget your incredible organizational skills. I don't know how you manage to keep everything so perfectly in order.
Thanks. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? And I have to say, your teamwork skills are top-notch. It's so refreshing to collaborate with someone who's as reliable as you.
Right back at you. It's a pleasure working with someone who not only excels at their job, but also brings such a positive energy to the team. Keep being awesome. Hey there! I've been meaning to tell you, your cooking is absolutely fantastic. That lasagna you made last night was out of this world.
Oh, really? Thanks a bunch. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Cooking is just a little hobby of mine.
Well, you've got some serious talent. The flavors were so well balanced, and the texture was spot on. I couldn't help but go for seconds.
You're too kind. But speaking of talent, I have to say, your knack for fixing things around the house is impressive. That leaky faucet was driving me crazy, and you fixed it in no time.
Ah, thanks. It's nothing compared to your cooking skills, though. And by the way, your garden is looking amazing. Those flowers you planted really brighten up the whole yard.
Thanks. I do enjoy spending time in the garden, but seriously, your attention to detail in fixing things and keeping our home in order is something I really appreciate.
Well, we make a great team then, don't we? Your cooking, my handyman skills, and our shared love for making our home a cozy place. It's the perfect combo.
Absolutely. High five to us and our awesome partnership.
Hey there! I've been meaning to tell you how impressed I am with your cooking skills. That lasagna you made last night was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thanks a bunch. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Honestly, I've been experimenting with new recipes lately, and it's great to hear positive feedback.
No kidding, you've got a real talent for flavors. That blend of herbs and spices in the sauce was spot on. I can't believe how perfectly layered and cheesy it was. Seriously, restaurant quality stuff.
Wow, you're making me blush. I appreciate your kind words. Cooking has become a bit of a passion lately, and I'm always trying to elevate my game.
Well, consider it elevated. And that dessert, those homemade cookies, were like a little slice of heaven. I didn't think anyone could top my grandma's recipe, but you might have just done it.
You're too kind. I love baking too. Those cookies are a family recipe I've tweaked over the years. It warms my heart to know you enjoyed them.
You've got serious culinary skills. If you ever decide to open a restaurant or start a catering business, count me in as your first customer. I'd pay good money for meals like that.
You never know. Your enthusiasm is infectious. Thanks again for the compliments. It means a lot coming from a foodie like you.
Hey, your presentation at the meeting yesterday was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, really? Thanks a bunch. I was a bit nervous, to be honest.
No need to be. You spoke so confidently, and your ideas were spot on. I was really impressed by how well you articulated everything.
Wow, I appreciate that. Coming from you, it means a lot. And by the way, Your project proposal last week was top-notch. The way you outlined the strategy was brilliant.
Thanks, I'm glad you think so. But honestly, your attention to detail in the report you submitted last month didn't go unnoticed either. The thorough research and clear analysis were outstanding.
Well, it's a team effort, right? Speaking of which, your teamwork skills during the recent project were commendable. You kept everyone on track and motivated.
Thanks for saying that. It means a great deal. I've got to say, your positive attitude and willingness to help out make working together a pleasure.
Likewise, it's refreshing to work with someone who's not only skilled but also a great team player. Let's keep up the good work and continue to make a stellar team.